Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
Welcome back to Talk Law Radio. I'm Todd Marquardt here with Alonzio Hardin, officer with San Antonio Police Department, talking about Blue Santa. Alonzio, tell us about the corporate donors that you'd like to thank.
Yes, thank you, Todd. We would like to thank Valero Energies Group, HEB, the CPA Society, and the San Antonio Transportation Association, and also the San Antonio Apartment Association, Zachary Construction, Red McCombs Toyota, Port San Antonio, and also the City of San Antonio, the Solid Waste Department. And I hope I did mention units. Units Moving and Sturge. They play a vital part in what it is that we do to get accomplished. And then you, the private donors, the anonymous donors, we thank you who are out there and who believe in what it is that we do in the community. On behalf of the San Antonio Police Department and the Blue Santa program, we thank you.
Great. Thank you for saying that. We haven't talked about cash donations yet. I think that's an important part of it because some people are busy, like me. My kids don't have many toys anymore. They have cars. And so I don't go through the toy aisle, and so it might be easier for a busy person like me to just donate money. Mm-hmm. How is that, and what is the money used for?
How that happens is we have one of 6 service officers that do what I do, respectively for each side of the city of San Antonio. And that would be contacting Crystal Aguero, and she can be found on our website. And once you get her information, you can make those arrangements. But we also do have on our website, if you wanted to donate, I'm not sure off the top of my head if it's through PayPal, but it's through some pay link that you could use to make a donation. But if in fact it's cash, liquid cash, I would say, or tangible, make arrangements with Crystal Aguero or myself. Go on there and you can find our information, our contact information, and we could make sure that those needs are met. But the primary point of contact for those cash donations would be Officer Crystal Aguero. She works out of our North Side police substation. Okay.
So I got the number from the Blue Santa website. Mm-hmm. There's a phone number, 210-207-5184, or you can email Officer Aguero at crystal.aguero@sanantonio.gov. That's all from the website.
There you go.
So what do you use the money for?
The money is used for purchasing toys. We put it right back into the program because, again, we rely heavily on donations, whether that just be toy donations or cash donations. We do have an executive board that, along with the treasurer, so all that is taken care of and it's accounted for properly. Mm-hmm. It's just not a bunch of police officers with a whole bunch of money. We do have an established board over our Blue Santa program.
Okay.
Yes.
I read on the website that you buy the toys wholesale, so if you get money, actually you can get more toys that way.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Great. I wanted to talk about, again, what one of the outcomes of having the Blue Santa program is. Why is this good for the police department?
Like we discussed a little bit earlier, why is it good for the police department? Because it helps change the light over the officer. Because, again, we're always or predominantly responding to calls of family violence, missing children, those calls that are mostly understood as a negative interaction. And so with the ability to bring these toys from our Blue Santa program, it just does amazing things, again, for both the officer and the person on the receiving end, kids, family that are receiving it. So it's just awesome. Maybe we'll have to bring some officers in here, and if they're willing to share their experiences and joy of what it feels like.
Yeah.
Because I can't properly and respectfully speak for their experiences. I just know what it does for me, and I would have to just guess and look based off of the reactions that I see from the officers when I'm out there partnered with them and we're delivering these toys, and just to hear the change in their conversation, the laughter, the hugs. It also gives the officer an opportune time to bring this joy, this love, this peace at some of the lowest times for these people out here in the city of San Antonio. So for them to know that the San Antonio Police Department is out there, we care, we hear you, we're listening to you, and here's an opportunity for us to display that we care about you.
Yeah.
We care about our citizens.
There's other organizations too that have toy drives. Are you in competition with them?
There is no competition. There is no competition for love. Just give love. Just pass love. So there are other organizations, and we do partner with them in a way. Just keep in mind, because one of the key things, too, to remember about our Blue Santa program, because we are the city of San Antonio. If you happen to live out of the city of San Antonio, we encourage you to reach out to, for example, if you live in Converse, reach out to Converse PD Shirts. This program has evolved over the years to where it has spread across the nation. So there are many other entities that you can seek help. Elf Louise, Toys for Tots. Reach out because if we're unable to get you the toys based on your address, or if we do work with them, so we don't allow what is called double dipping.
Right.
I don't know if that's the correct verbiage to use. So we're encouraging people, don't take advantage of the system, because we're trying to make sure that we pass that hope, love, and Christmas joy to all those that are in need. So we do have it set up to where if your applications have already been entered in, let's say, example, Elf Louise, it may very well be rejected.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, there is a checks and balance.
Oh, that's great. Make it fair for everyone.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask about what was the experience of Blue Santa during the pandemic? Is this the first year that you've been back since 2019? What do you remember about the last couple of years?
The last couple of years, obviously, when the pandemic kicked off, we just basically we didn't have anything in place because of all the city restrictions. But as the pandemic continued, and last year, we were able to deliver toys out, and it was kind of just a drop off and go. But we were still able to meet the numbers. Not necessarily the numbers, but the community, whatever was applied for, we did our very best to get those toys out to them as we exited the pandemic. This year we're excited because we can not just knock on the door, we can spend a little time and interact with our citizens as we did before. So we're really looking forward to it, getting back out there. But during that pandemic, it was pretty hard.
When the officers are delivering toys, do they have to put on a blue Santa suit real quick before they knock on the door, or do they just go in their
Now,
uniform?
that blue Santa suit for them is that uniform that they wear every day. When we do have the opportunity to have a little fun with it, depending upon, because we do also work closely with churches or other organizations, foster care people or something like that. So if we have the opportunity to have our Blue Santa present, then by all means we'll do that. But of course, Blue Santa during this time frame is very busy.
Yeah.
But if we have an opportunity to engage and have fun like that, we do it. But for the most part, officers are arriving in their uniform, and we do that also for safety. You know, and you know, when you're knocking on the door, most people are not going to open the door if we were in plain clothes.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to say we're the police officer. So at least wearing our uniform, clearly marked badge, insignia of where we work on our shoulders, it makes it easier to be received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I was wondering about with Blue Santa is there were some events in the past. I saw on Twitter, maybe it was 2019, that Blue Santa was having a parade or was in a parade. Do you do other events throughout the year?
Yes, and like I say, Blue Santa is all over the place. Blue Santa was probably playing golf the other day, but there are parades in the communities where the other service officer, we have an officer, Manel Orozco, who is just fantastic, fabulous during this time of the year. She makes parades happen over on the west side of San Antonio, I believe. But if you could only imagine the request for Blue Santa to participate, whether it's in school right before the kids get out of school for the Christmas break, we do what we can. We do exactly what we can.
Okay, we got to take a break, so stay tuned.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Each week, attorney Todd Marquardt talks about the law. His mission with the Talk Law Radio show and podcast is to help you discover your legal issue blind spots. In the beginning, God had one law. Don't eat from the fruit of that tree. Then came the 10 Commandments. Now we have federal, state, and municipal lawmakers that won't stop creating new laws. Laws that might impact you without you knowing it. Listen to the show and drop a line on Facebook or email host@talklawradio.com and let the host know what you think of the show, the topics you want to hear, and whether you want to be a guest.